I was sitting at home doing a little work when he had come home and he had said, I'm going to go out for this little ride.
It was a beautiful night, just enjoying the weather and the ride, and was coming through Halstad. There's the railroad crossing, which I had crossed 100 times already. My wheel dropped in a crack and I pretty much flipped over. There was a gal that pulled over and found my phone that had come out of my jersey pocket and called 911 and called Heidi as well.
That minute I heard her voice, my heart just sunk. I knew something was wrong. I just started driving, not really knowing where I was going, but then I could see the ambulance. The gal was so sweet in telling me that he is talking, he is conscious, so that was good news, but I didn't know what I was gonna find. Then, I'm asking him, how are you doing? And, what hurts? And he's like, I cannot move.
All I could do was turn my head side to side, and they ended up landing a helicopter in the field right next to the road. And that's about all I remember. I remember getting into the helicopter, and then I kind of don't remember a whole lot.
He could shrug his shoulders, but he couldn't really do much else. And so they called Dr. Drofa. He more or less said, I do not know how this man survived. He should not be here. So the fact that he is, we are doing surgery ASAP. He said he will not be able to move his head side to side or up and down ever again due to this surgery, but he will have the chance to move other parts of his body. I got notice at 12:35 that he went in, and at 5:35 I got a call from Dr. Drofa that everything went great. They said you could stay here in Fargo, you could go to Minneapolis, but I highly recommend you go to Craig in Englewood, Colorado. And so I said, well, that's where we're going.
I grew up knowing Dean and Heidi through my parents. Their son, Brett, and I ended up playing sports together in high school, and they're just great people and people that it was fun to talk to growing up.
We watched Ty grow up since he was, I'm gonna guess, a kindergartner. Football became a big thing for our two families together, and we've just remained close friends.
Just knowing how active Dean was, biking and downhill skiing, couldn't really believe it at first. All you can do is hope and pray that he's only going to get better from here. And I said, obviously, I'll, put together the pool.
Ty kind of rallied, not only himself, but a bunch of other employees to support us to their Pay It Forward program. All that support is really a big part of what makes me drive to get better.
Being able to pull together $6,600 and give that money to someone that my family and I care about is a good feeling.
We're just very grateful for everybody that has contributed and that is, just stepped up and helped out in whatever way they could. It's really
amazing.
Sweet. I don't know what else to say about it.
Ty, thank you for, not only getting this thing started and rallying all the other folks at Bell Bank. It's not going unnoticed. It will be used in the best way possible to get me back on my feet and our family back to whatever normal will be, so that's really the focus.